Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, and in today's video, we're going to tell you how to build the perfect Acura TL third generation. You guys know how much I love the third gen TLs. I think it's one of the best cars out there for a car guy under $5,000 in the big 2.6, and I stand by that. And today we're going to tell you how to build it, in my humble opinion. Now, this is not a guide, it is worth mentioning. It's just how I personally would build this car if I owned it myself as a good street car base, okay? So, we're not leaning into one certain thing. We're not going to go specifically for a time attack car, specifically for a drag car. It's just a good little base, a good little starting point for a car that's fun to drive on the streets, that looks really cool, and at that point you can go whichever direction you decide to go to. Okay, that's how we usually do it on these how to build series. The way this video works, in case you're new here, is first we go over all the exterior mods, and I give you the grand total of all the exterior mods and the interior, and then the performance mods. And at the end, I tell you the grand total of the entire cost of the perfect Acura TL 3rd Gen build, in my opinion. But this is implying that you will do the work yourself. So keep in mind that if you plan on taking it to a professional, it's going to cost you a little bit more than the money that the money that I say in the video, because again, they obviously are going to cost you. They're going to charge you to do the work. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Huge shout out to Alex Martini. This was his idea first. He started this whole series on his channel, and I kind of just like copied it. So yeah, huge shout out to him. And media of the day is Red Dead Redemption 2. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. As a matter of fact, I love it so much that I've gone on record on my Giggity Plays gaming channel, shameless plug, in saying that it's probably my favorite story game of all time. And I stand by that. I really do think it is one of the best story games of all time. But without further ado, let's get right into it. And obviously, in order to even begin building our Acura TL 3rd Gen, we need to buy our Acura TL 3rd Gen. So the cost of the car, in my opinion, in 2026 is around, it's going to be around $4,000. It might be a little bit higher mileage, maybe around like 130,000 miles on it or something like that. But for $4,000, I think you could easily find a nice Acura TL. I would specifically look for a white one personally, because I like them in white, and I think the white would match with the build that we're going with. But yeah, $4 grand for this cost of the Acura TL 3rd Gen. But now let's get into the exterior mods. We always go over the exterior mods first, and usually we talk about the exterior mods for quite a while because I am a ricer. That's right. First off would be the A-Spec front lip. Yeah, you're not finding an A-Spec for $130, by the way. But yeah, you're not finding an A-Spec TL for under $5 grand. And so I would just recommend doing the body kit. It looks so nice. And I would do the A-Spec front lip, and then on top of that, I would do the eBay front splitter for $80. I guess it wouldn't be on top of the front lip, it would be under the front lip. But yeah, it would just add a little nice, another extra little layer to the front end of this car, make it a little bit more aggressive on the front bumper. Next would be the A-Spec side skirts as well for $140. Again, I think the A-Spec body kit is just beautiful on this car. I think it really brings the whole car together. And then on top of that, just like with the front, we would also do the Street Aero side skirt splitters for $220. Yeah, again, literally just like the front here, I like the A-Spec body kit already, but then I would also like to add a nice little grounds kit underneath it to make it look even a little bit more aggressive. Next would be the A-Spec rear lip. It's a little tiny like weird spats, I guess you could say. They're like these. It's not really like a lip. It's kind of hard to explain, but it looks nice. You saw it on screen. You saw what it looked like. I think it looks nice. I would do it for $80 again. A-Spec body kit. I think it looks perfect. And then on top of that, we would also do the eBay rear diffuser for $80. First of all, by the way, it's worth mentioning, all these mods so far have been dirt cheap. Usually exterior mods are pretty dirt cheap because it doesn't really matter if you buy like replica ones, since who really cares, you know, if they break or not. But yeah, this would be like a perfect, in my opinion, start right now. We're already off to a great start. Next would be easily the most expensive thing that we've talked about so far, but I do think it's worth it, actually, the NSX style taillights for $400. They're very expensive, but they look awesome. Every TL that I've seen with these taillights on them, I think look really, really good, and they're much better looking than the stock original taillights on the car. So for $400, I mean, that's not even that bad, really, for some nice custom taillights, and they look great. Next up would be the Icon Motorsports duck bill for $60. It's not a typical duck bill like you would think it is. It fits the TL, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of duck bill, like your typical duck bill, I feel like wouldn't fit a TL, but this one does for $60 too. I mean, that's nothing. And next would be the Spoiler King roof spoiler for $120. Yeah, at this point, man, you're pretty much done. I mean, at this point, you have like the entire body kit, and roof spoilers again, I've said it on multiple of my how to build series so far. They look good on certain cars and don't look good on other cars. I think for the TLs, they look really, really good. Next would be the red badges for $30. I mean, you could find these for $30, or you could just do it yourself. It's even easier if you do that. But for $30, I mean, it's not even that expensive anyways. And you have the red Acura badges, or you could even replace them with Honda badges if you feel like it. And yeah, I mean, the red badges on Hondas, especially if the TL is white, just goes so hard. Next would be the blacked out grill for $20, because you could just spray paint it yourself. I saw some guy in the last video saying, I wouldn't rattle can a grill. Why not? Why not? It won't last that long. It's a grill. Even if it doesn't last that long, just buy another one, like for like $10 on Facebook Marketplace, or even just like eBay, and then just do it again. Like, you save yourself a lot of money if you just spray paint it, so just do that. And yeah, obviously that brings out the front, makes it look even more aggressive. And then another very, very expensive mod here, but I would go with the clear corner headlights for $570. Again, very expensive, but the amber headlights on the Acura TLs I don't think looks that great. And with the clear corners, all it does is take the stock headlights, but just make those corners clear and make it a whole lot more aggressive, a whole lot better looking, and just a whole lot smoother and blend in with the car a lot more. And then next would be the window visors for $50. I'm not a big fan of window visors on most cars. I'm going to be honest. I never, so far, I believe this is the first time we've ever even recommended putting window visors on a car. But for some reason on TLs, they look really good. So yeah, I would put window visors on them for $50. Also, obviously, it means you could drive with your windows down a little bit when it's raining out. So that's also great. And then next would be the carbon fiber roof wrap for $200. Now, since we decided to buy the car in white and we were patient and took our time to look for the color we actually wanted, we don't have to worry about actually wrapping the car overall, because I would just keep it white. But I do like the carbon fiber roofs on the Acura TLs. I think they look really good. And so for $200, I would do it. You could buy the wrap, by the way, for $200 easily and do it yourself. This is something where it's like, yeah, I wouldn't normally recommend wrapping a car yourself, but for the roof, it's a lot. It's probably the easiest part of the car you can wrap. So if you're going to wrap one yourself, this one would be the one to do it. And then finally, for the exterior mods would, of course, be the window tints. I say this for every single one of my how to build series, but it would be around $500 because I would bring it to a professional. This is one of the only things that I would 100% bring it to a professional, because I have seen time and time again people saying, I know how to do my own window tints. I'm great at window tinting things. And then they just aren't. And they just straight up lied, and then it looks horrible, and it starts peeling and bubbling within the first 2 months, and it just looks so bad. Yes, it's going to cost a little bit more, but it'll last forever. Every single time I've ever tinted any of my windows on my cars, I've always brought it to a professional, and I've been happy with it every single time. I would just bring it to a professional. And then that gives us an exterior total, by the way, of $2,690, which, to be honest, that's not bad at all for the amount of stuff that we bought. Like, we bought, let's count them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different mods. And if for some reason you don't want window tints, you don't want the clear corner headlights, and you don't want the NSX style taillights, you can save yourself $1,500 of that. It's literally $1,000 for like the entire body kit pretty much of this car, and making it look really, really aggressive and really, really nice. I think that's pretty much nothing. But now let's get into the interior mods. Interior crocodile alligator. I'm going to be honest, with Acura TLs, they kind of have a very nice interior. There's not too much I would change on them. And on top of that, I already don't usually change a lot of stuff on the interior on these how to build series anyways, because most interiors don't have much to change. First off would be the Megan Racing short throw shifter for $70 if you get a manual one. If you don't, obviously you don't have to worry about this. But yeah, if you get a manual, having a short throw shifter in a Honda is like a rite of passage. Next up would be the carbon fiber interior kit for $360. This one's probably going to be a little controversial, because some people like the Acura TLs like luxury side of it, and some people like the sporty side of it. I personally like the sporty side of it, so that's why I would do the carbon fiber interior kit. But if you don't, then I would probably just not do this, because then it would just look too like sporty on the inside, and you're not really going for that. But since you're going to do the carbon fiber interior kit for $360, I would also do the carbon fiber steering wheel for around $600. Very expensive, but you don't want to really cheap out on steering wheels, man. I mean, they're a lifesaver if you get into an accident, obviously. So for $600, it has the airbag in it still. Like it, in my opinion, it's worth it, and it looks really nice. Next up would be the red floor mats for $80. I wouldn't go too crazy with the red on the interior, just the floor mats, I think, because, well, it would complement the badges well on the outside. And then if you decide to do like red brake calipers, like everyone likes painting their brake calipers red or getting red brake calipers, it would just have nice little tiny little red accents here and there with the white and the black. I think it would look really nice. Next up would be the Mishimoto shift knob for $50. Again, this is only if you have a manual, but if you have a manual, I love Mishimoto shift knobs. Not sponsored, but every single one of my how to build series, I've always recommended buying a Mishimoto shift knob, because I think they're really nice. I just like how they feel. They're not too over the top, and I like them a lot. For only $50, I'll always buy Mishimoto shift knobs. Next up would be the NRG Type R racing seats for $350. Again, if you're going for the more luxurious style build on your Acura TL, maybe don't get these. But if you want a little bit of a sportier one, this is a good one for you. You can get these in red or black, by the way, depends on which one you want. And then finally, we are for the interior mods, we'll do the ambient lighting for $140. I love the ambient lighting, man. Plain and simple. I know some people think it's like tacky or whatever. I understand where they're coming from. I see why people think it's a little bit tacky, but I disagree with that. I think it's just a very nice mod overall that makes the interior feel so much more vibey and just comfortable. Which, by the way, oh my god, I almost did it again. I almost clicked off this stop recording, and we still have to go over the interior total. So, by the way, the interior total with all those mods gives us $1,650 for the interior. Again, if you don't care about the carbon fiber wheel or the carbon fiber interior kit, and you decide not to change that, and you for some reason don't want to change the racing seats either, that's literally, at that point, it's literally, let me do this math real quick. 210, 290, 340 bucks. 340 bucks for the interior mods. Dirt cheap, obviously, not expensive at all. But now let's get into the performance modifications, ladies and gentlemen. And there's honestly not that many performance mods that we've done for the Acura TL on today's video, but all of them are pretty expensive, and make a pretty big difference. First off would be the Yanaka coilovers for $650. They're kind of right there in the middle. They're not dirt cheap coilovers that are like max speeding rods or whatever, but they're also not beautiful coilovers like BC Racing's. They're just kind of right there in the middle, pretty decent coilovers, and I think that's perfect for the Acura TL. Next up would be the Zuda J-Pipe Pseudo, my bad, why did I say Judah, what the hell? Pseudo J-Pipe downpipe for $450. It's a downpipe, catless. I'm pretty sure it's catless. I could be wrong on that, but either way, it's a downpipe. It's going to make the car sound a little bit better while not making it sound too annoying. It is a Honda V6 though, so it doesn't sound as bad as like a typical Honda inline 4. But nonetheless, yeah, this will open up some airflow, make it really nice. Plain and simple. It's the only real like performance mod in terms of like adding horsepower that I would do to the TL actually. And next up would be the black Odhan DS09s for $1,200. I love Odhan wheels ever since I had them on my 350Z. I've always been a massive fan of them, and I think these ones look really nice. And with the and for the first time ever, I would go with black. A lot of the how to build videos, I always do chrome or silver or white wheels, but this time I'm doing black wheels because again, with all like the carbon fiber ground kits on the car, the black grille, the tinted windows, the carbon fiber roof, and the white paint on it, I think black wheels would actually look really hard and make it look really aggressive and cool. Which, by the way, obviously, if you're going to buy wheels, you also got to buy tires, so we're going to give it $1,000 for the tires. You wouldn't want to, I personally am not, this isn't a track car, so we're not going to be putting like Toyo Proxy R 888s on it or something like that. Just regular old tires, $1,000 for a set of 4 of them. Makes total sense. Which, by the way, gives us a performance total. Yes, we were not talking about the poor performance for very long. There's only 4 performance mods that we would do to my Acura TL 3rd gen, because again, I kind of don't, I would hate to just, I know it's a Honda and they can take a beating and everything like that, but if I were to buy a Acura TL and I was to drive it, I would just want it to be as reliable as possible while just looking fucking awesome. And sorry for my language, but that is like, and that's pretty much what I built here. Which, by the way, gives us a performance total of $3,300. It is actually the most expensive of all the 3, but obviously I do think that's worth it. You really don't want to cheap out on performance. That's the one thing. Like, you could cheap out on interior mods, besides the steering wheel and like the seats, I would say, and like a roll cage probably. But most interior mods you could cheap out on. Same with the exterior mods. You can cheap out on those. But when it comes to actual performance mods, you really kind of don't want to. Which, by the way, that gives us a grand total of $4,000 for the cost of the car, $2,690 for all of the exterior mods, $1,650 for all of the interior mods, $3,300 for all of the performance mods, or a grand total with all those combined, including the cost of the car itself, of $11,640. That is not bad. That's not bad. Under 12 grand, beautiful freaking car. It's going to break every neck that you drive by. You're going to feel like a baller driving in. It's going to be fun as hell. It's going to sound nice. It's going to be comfortable. You're going to be vibey inside the car. It feels modern. $11,640 for a car like that. I really personally, I wouldn't complain about that. I think that's very, very good. Very good build for the Acura TL 3rd gen. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video on how to build the perfect Acura TL 3rd generation. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other views you see in the comment section down below. Check the links in the description for any of my social medias or any of my other YouTube channels or any of that great Momo Jumbo. And thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow's video is going to be what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday. So yeah, so tomorrow's video is going to be the where is it there? Top 15 cool cars under $1,000, and we're going to be starting that as a series. We're going to do every $1,000 price range up until 100K, but it'll be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000. That's what that video series is going to be. We did it a long time ago in the past, and by the way, in that entire video series, there's not going to be a single duplicate, so no car will be, like if I talk about a car under 2K, that car will never show up again in the entire series. And so that's gonna we did that in the past, like I said, and people really seem to enjoy it. So we're gonna be doing it again with all the prices. And the next how to build video, which will be on Sunday because we take Saturdays off. The next how to build video is probably going to be on how to build the Hyundai Genesis Coupe, because I got a recommendation on doing the Hyundai Genesis Coupe, and I think that's a good idea. So yeah, we'll probably do that one next. Somebody said they wanted to see the Lexus GS300 and GS400 as well, so maybe we'll do that soon. But yeah, I'm always down for whatever. If anybody has any sort of recommendations and ideas on cars you'd like to see me build on this channel next, let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching. Das Vidania, and have a nice night.